So when most companies think about revenue, what they're actually thinking about is sales. But what often gets overlooked is that a credit process directly controls how much revenue someone can safely generate. So in this video, I'm just going to walk through how different credit approaches impact sales, risk, and then just overall long-term cash flow. And then this is going to explain why the right balance is where the highest revenue actually lives. And so on this graph, we're looking at what happens when credit decisions are made case by case. On the left, we have COD only, low risk, but limited sales. On the right, longer terms, more sales, but higher risk. The scattered dots are representing customers that are being approved inconsistently. Some high risk customers receive generous terms, while some low risk customers are quite restricted. The lack of structure just creates unpredictable revenue. It also creates rising delinquencies and just makes enforcement really difficult, just because there's no clear standard to fall back on. And then here, we're actually seeing the opposite problem when a credit process is just too strict. The risk stays very low, but so does revenue. Customers who could responsibly handle terms are stuck at COD. While this does feel quite safe, it also caps your growth as a company. So when competitors offering controlled terms, they actually win those customers, even if they're not better operators. So over time, being overly restrictive just quietly limits the sales potential that a company could have. Now, let's take a look at when a credit process is too lenient too. Sales increase really quickly, but notice where most of the activity sits. It's deep up in that high risk zone. This is where past due balances pile up, cash flow becomes unstable, and collections increase. Revenue might look strong on paper, but a lot of it's unrealized because it hasn't been collected yet. And a lot goes into resources being able to collect them, as well as the people chasing. Now, this graph here shows the actual goal. The highest revenue point isn't at the far right, and it's not at COD only. It's somewhere in the middle. It's where risk and reward are balanced. So what a strong credit process does is it moves customers intentionally into the zone because what you're doing is you're setting clear terms, defining limits, monitoring behavior, and then just adjusting credit over time. So this is where revenue becomes maximized and collectible. And then this is exactly what we're designed to do here at the CCA and how we get you here.